My 198th short discourse is about our second Prime Minister of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri of independent India. Lal Bahadur Shastri, born in Mughal Sarai on the same day, 2nd October 1904. He died on 11th January 1966 in Tashkent, Uzbekistan in Russia, Soviet Union. Died, I would like to convert it into assassinated, because that was the time. I think Lal Bahadur Shastri's death should be investigated thoroughly, because during that time when Lal Bahadur Shastri and India was in touch with Soviet Union, all the people who visited Soviet Union, they have sent only the dead bodies back. How many of the people? You can investigate, yes. The mayors who went from here, the Communist Party leaders who went from here, they are invited by the Soviet Union. And then they go, and next day bodies only came. How many bodies came? How many leaders' dead bodies came from Soviet Union? And Lal Bahadur Shastri went and his body came back. And the Prime Minister of a country was killed in another country, and nobody spoke about it. Today they celebrate the birth anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Lal Bahadur Shastri said, "Discipline and united action are the real source of strength for the nation." Lal Bahadur Shastri was an Indian politician who served as the second Prime Minister of India. He promoted the White Revolution, a national campaign to increase the production and supply of milk by supporting the Amul Milk Cooperative of Anand, Gujarat, and creating the National Dairy Development Board. That is only one thing I did not like of Lal Bahadur Shastri. Yes, he went on to create the White Revolution with the Korean. And I never liked Mr. Korean at all, only on one thing, because he forced my poorest of the poor in India to live in very pathetic situation just because he wanted to create the world's biggest milk production. And Lal Bahadur Shastri went and supported that campaign. Many people do not have proper houses in my villages. And you give subsidy, you give free cows to the people and forced them. It's almost like you have occupied their houses, forced the cows into the house. They do not have a room, and they tie the cow right inside the house. In that cow dung smell and the urine smell, they lived. And in that living pathetic situation, they have to work day and night for the cow to create the milk. And in that mosquitoes which spread out, created dengue fever and killed a huge amount of our people in the name of White Revolution without a single shot being fired. That was the only one anger with me, with the Lal Bahadur Shastri and Kuri. Lal Bahadur Shastri couldn't have supported the milk production. We don't need milk. And then the people were forced. Cooperative societies came up. They became big gangsters, yes, making huge amount of, it's like a political election where they threw huge amount of money to become the president and secretary of the cooperative society. And then the loot happens. Yes, people were forced to get up early morning, ladies. They were forced to get up in the morning, early morning, 2:30. To force the cow, they call it as mother, slap the mother, shut your mouth, get up at night 2:30, eat and give me milk. And they were forced to draw the milk by 3:30 because these cooperative societies insist the milk should reach there before 4:30 or 5 o'clock, otherwise they don't take. Blackmail and threat. Can you believe how many of these women who got up that early morning? There is no electricity provided, no extra houses or sheds provided, no campaign to find out how many people died in that mosquito bite, in the dengue fever. How many of that women were raped and murdered and killed in the dark? Because the villages is very dangerous. And then there are snakes. There is only one anger. I shouldn't have spoken about Lal Bahadur Shastri on his birth anniversary today, but I have to tell that milk revolution was bad. Even now, I have people in Bangalore city, in my ashram, and I asked many of my Devanahalli people, and 99.9% of the people said, 100%, who said we will drink milk? We have cows, but we never drink milk. We have our ragi malt. Milk is taken only by the middle class and the rich. Milk is not at all good for health. Villagers knows. Even the butter and cheese and the ghee which is coming out of the cow's milk is not at all healthy according to naturopathy. It never digests. Ramdev Maharaj must be doing a campaign. And then you must be telling me, why did you run the Goshala cow production center? I will tell you that later. But these are bad things. But let us go to Lal Bahadur Shastri. Promoted the Green Revolution. Need to boost India's food production. Underlining the need to boost India's food production, Shastri also promoted Green Revolution. That is one of the fantastic thing he has done. Green Revolution in India. This led to an increase in food grain production, especially in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh. That is one great thing. So there should be an yin and yang. One was bad. Somebody has to tell the truth. And the Green Revolution helped the food production because India was suffering. But we created the food production, and then we kept feeding the cow just to draw some blood out of the cow to drink. And what do? Korean, you have never thought. You hand in hand glove with Lal Bahadur Shastri. After the milking was done, all the cows are killed. Mothers have been cut, throats cut. They bled to death for people to eat that meat. Let us not go deeper into that. Today is Lal Bahadur Shastri, fantastic Prime Minister, fantastic man who has done something, but the way he was killed was painful. Discipline and united action. Discipline, he said, discipline comes out of hard labor. Discipline comes out of what I said, the roar of 1,000 men warrior. When there is a discipline, that discipline makes other people follow. Yes, the head of the family works very, very hard. Not the head of the family in the cities. The chairman is the head of the family. The MD is the head of a pants suit could put. No, stupid nonsense. Throw your dresses, come down to the field, come down to the ground. That creates a discipline out of love and understanding, not out of forced labor. Discipline is united. That discipline only can create a joint family, a joint venture are the real source of strength for the nation. That's one truth Lal Bahadur Shastri said, that discipline and united action comes only from the deep intimate relationship with the family, with your wife, with your husband, with your children, with your parents, with your land. And when you work together, you have a samskriti, you have a culture. You understood the culture not from the books, but from every action of your mother and father and grandfather, the grandmother's grand stories. And you're in deep in love. You never sit. When you're in deep in love, you cannot sit inside the house. You have to come out of the house because sunlight penetrates deep inside, and the sunlight penetrates deep inside, and the wind. And when the body touches, the feet touches the feet touches the earth, it sucks all the poisons out. Only purity will be there in your mind, and that creates a stability of your joint family to stabilize the family tree. That united action only can create the source of strength. If every house doesn't have the joint action, you cannot campaign for the strength of the country. Where your strength, nobody without a single shot being fired can be taken over. Not even the biggest power nation can take over us, because each house is a power. Lal Bahadur Shastri said, discipline and united action are the real source of strength for the nation. Stabilize it. That strength comes from our understanding of our house, understanding of this house, getting down from the chairman's post, from the managing director, and working shoulder to shoulder. That makes us the love relationship is very, very important, to roar like a 1,000-man warrior. Lal Bahadur Shastri, second Prime Minister of the independent India, said, "Discipline and united action are the real source of strength for the nation." This is my 197th.